Antonio, talk a little bit about just the adjustments and everything you guys have to. I mean, you're going to school now and the summer's over with, you're back in class and everything. From a mental standpoint, how do you adjust to get yourself ready to play football right now?
It's all about mental toughness, and we had to just work a lot harder than what we usually do. I feel like this is one of the hardest years as a Richmond Red Devil football player that we put in the most work I've ever put in before on the field, and I feel like it's going to pay off, and something that we have to do, seeing that we have a lot of seniors missing from last year, and everybody just has to step up, and it's one thing we had to do over summer is just step up as a team.
You know, as you say now, you're kind of one of the leaders on this football team. Talk about taking on that role and what it means to be that leader.
It was kind of hard at first because we had so many leaders like Blair and Jalen Hampton and Matt Morrow last year. They just took us and led us to wins and fought through losses, and just they stepped up. And now it was my turn, and it's kind of weird at first, but coach told us like just somebody has to take control or nobody else will, and we'll just fall apart. And we want to know who's going to step up. So that's something I had to do myself.
You're going to be one of the top receivers in the conference this year, and I would imagine if things work out right, you could be one of the top receivers in the state. Talk about your development as a receiver and some of the things you've tried to do in the offseason to make yourself better.
One of the things I did in the offseason this year from last year, I worked a lot harder. I lift a lot more. Every day I was lifting in the gym, just countless hours. I would jog in the morning and stuff like that, and I'd bring my teammates along too. That's one thing I didn't do last year. We weren't really bonded as a team last year, and this year we were all just working out late at night and stuff like that. And I just feel like that just made me a lot better as a player, and I hope to spread it around the team.
Coach didn't say it, but he almost alluded to a two-quarterback type system, and I don't know if that's going to happen. Do you see that happening, or is Jordan Christian going to be the number one, and do you guys work more a little bit maybe with him than maybe you do with the number two?
Actually, me and Josh, we do. His name's Josh Dawes. We have pretty good chemistry, and he's been playing pretty well all over summer. He did great at the 7-on-7, and we've had a pretty good chemistry since middle school, since those Test Tiger days. So we have a lot of chemistry. But me and Jordan still have that same chemistry from last year, and we're just still getting it a little tighter. But right now, I see it as anybody's ball. They're both performing well, and each quarterback is better than one of the other each day. So I feel like it's just a battle right now, and it's anybody's grabs.
All right, talk about the offensive line. As you know, you got one guy back from last year. How much of is that a concern for you guys offensively to keep this thing rolling? And again, you've put up some big-time points last year, but those guys up front were pretty big.
Yeah, last year our front line they were huge. Like they were just huge, and so it was a little easier for get a hold so the quarterback could throw the ball. And I feel like that's what we had to do this year. We lifted a lot more over summer, so they look a little small, but they're pretty good. They're strong, and they hold up. So I think we're going to be fine with that.
Are you as anxious as you have been to get a season underway?
Oh yeah, I'm very anxious, especially we have pads tomorrow, so that'll be a little test. So I'm really anxious to get the season underway.